Hey guys, I'm back! And because Paper Mario 1000 Year Door is over, I have to start a new Let's Play. So let's see what it is. It's a Wii game. It is Metroid Other M. Yep, a game that has been pretty much destroyed by Metroid fans. A game that's been brutally beat up by Metroid fans because it's not what they're used to. But alright, just ignore the background music because you get that once you beat the game for the first time, and you'll understand why once I'm finished this Let's Play. But I don't see what all the hate's about. I mean, it's a good game, so I'm not sure what the big deal is. It controls good. I mean, I'm probably gonna do sort of like a Proton John-esque sort of thing, where I'm sort of going to be talking about the game sort of thing and sort of like general detail like that. Not to the extent that he's doing it though. I'm going to do it sort of my way. So I have a list of things that I found. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about those. And one of the things that people say is that it has back controls, but we'll get to that eventually. So alright, so let's get into the game. Normal mode. Hard mode is a complete beast. I'm surprised I beat it. It's ridiculous how difficult it is. Alright, so luckily there's voice acting in this game, which is one of the things that people seem to not like the voice acting, but I've honestly heard worse voice acting. So I'm probably going to shut up during those parts, and one of them is going to be starting now.
Why am I still alive? A baby. Mother, time to go.
Okay, Samus. Everything's normal.
I awoke to the familiar voice of a quarantine officer.
Let's try sitting up, huh? Slowly now.
A dream. I had been reliving the tragic moments of my recent past. Thanks to the hyper beam, which was given to me somehow by the baby, I laid Mother Brain to waste. And the explosion that followed destroyed planet Zebes, along with the remains of Mother Brain, the space pirates, and my long-standing nemesis, Ridley, and the baby.
Come on, Samus. Let's go next door.
Right, let's get started. Ready for a quick test, Samus? Let's start with a little warm-up. Try a charge beam for me.
Alright, so now we get into the gameplay. The controls are pretty simple. You hold the Wii Remote sideways. You use the D-pad to move around, 2 to jump, 1 to shoot, and then you already start off with your charge beam, so you hold that down until you see that bar light up all the way, and then you let go, and there's your shot. Samus will automatically target, no matter, as long as she's facing the enemy that she wants to attack.
Sharp-looking charge beam, just the way I like it.
Yep.
Okay, morph ball.
Morph ball. All you do is hit A, and you turn to the morph ball. You move around, 2 to
Go ahead and drop some
2 to do a spring ball, 1 to drop bombs. It's all pretty
Okay.
simple.
Get out of morph ball mode and return to normal.
I am.
Perfect, Samus.
Hurry up.
Alright, stand in the middle of the room.
No, I want to stand in the corners of the room. You said, whoa. Oh yeah. This happens sometimes. Sometimes it will go into like a shoulder view where all you can do is move. It won't allow you to do anything else.
Surprised?
No, considering this has happened to me
From
before.
there,
Kick climb much easier than in Super Metroid, where you just jump against the wall and you
Just like that,
you
Samus.
just push 2 and jump. All right, now what?
Let's invite some of your pals.
Alright, now we get into some sort of fake fights. Where... Whoa! Ow. Luckily these don't hurt you, so as you can see, Samus will target any enemy as long as she's facing them, so there's really no problem with that.
Okay, looking good.
Now what?
Let's check your reaction time.
Okay, this is one of the things that people, they thought energy tanks were kind of useless, because
Okay.
like that.
Those are the
If something is trying to attack you, you move at a right point and you move out of the way. If you're holding 1, you instantly do a charge shot. See? Like that. So if you hold 1, dodge, it instantly charges.
Remember how that feels.
Yeah, trust me, that's going to come in handy for some of the boss fights
How
later.
about a missile test? Use concentration.
Concentration. What you do, you hold it up until Samus does that, and hold A. One of the... Like, we've only just started the game, and there's already a bunch of contradictions that people won't like. Alright, so point the Wii Remote at the screen, and you go into a first-person view. Normally, you can't move, but if you hold B, you can scan the area. If you lock onto someone like that, you can use a missile. Whoop. There you go. You can only use missiles in first-person view.
Looks like you ticked him off.
Yep, I'm gonna shoot him to death.
Red is all you can
Oh! Nope, let go of me. Ow. Luckily, they're just holograms, so they're not that bad.
Okay, looking good.
Oh, yeah! There we go. That. If you can sometimes jump on certain enemies and do a really powerful attack. Like that. You gotta get the timing right, though. Like, sometimes I've screwed up with that and they've thrown me off, so... sometimes that can happen. Alright, now, we get into the one thing in the game that you can't do for pretty much the entire time you're playing. You go into a
This area is
morph ball,
fortified, so don't hold back.
press and hold 1, like a charge shot, let go, you do a power bomb. Alright, now we go into another
Looks
cutscene.
like you took quite a bit of damage. It's unbelievable how well you've held up.
I wondered if this too was a result of the power the baby gave me.
Right, you're due in the meeting room. The big dogs are waiting. I gave your suit a polish so you'd be at least somewhat presentable.
Remember that line right there.
Not even a fragment. None of the baby remained on me. I knew it to be true, but still couldn't help looking at my palm for a sign. Never again would I encounter the baby. Never. The finality of it struck me once again. Mission completed. The planet Zebes was annihilated, and all Metroids were exterminated. A simple report, almost dull even, but it felt momentous to me. I don't know how much time passed since then. Days went by in their quiet way, and people's recollections of Metroids and space pirates grew nebulous over time, relegated to a past concern of the galactic communities. Nothing more than a faded memory. Codename Baby's Cry. A common SOS with the urgency of a baby crying. The nickname comes from the fact that the purpose of the signal is to draw attention. The signal was coming from a remote part of space. I altered the course of my ship as if this detour had already been part of my flight plan. Baby's cry. It was as though it was crying specifically for me.
And now, the game begins. Alright, now in these points of the game, you can't move at all. So you have to look for a specific something before the story can move on. And sometimes these can take a little while. So if you're watching this, luckily it won't take you a while. So what you want to do is go over to this logo here on the ship. Press B to examine.
Galactic Federation. Huh?
Okay. Now, that's one of the things that people don't like about this game, is that it's like 60% cutscenes. Well, that's probably a bit of an exaggeration. There's not a lot of cutscenes, but there are quite a few cutscenes in the beginning of the game. So I apologize in advance that I'm not going to be talking a lot, but I don't want to ruin any of the game for you guys, because I honestly like this game. I don't see why it's getting all the hate that it deserves, or well, not that it deserves, that people are giving it. Oh, another cutscene. Here we go.
Ah, fancy meeting you here, princess.
Remember me?
No.
Anthony. There's only one person who calls me princess. And that person is Anthony Higgs of the Galactic Federation Army.
Haven't seen you since that last mission. Hey, and your buddy's here too.
Adam Malkovich, a general in the Galactic Federation Army. Not only a trusted confidant, but also my former superior officer. Yes, there was a time when I was enrolled in the Galactic Federation Army. And then I was young and inexperienced. As the result of a certain incident, I left Adam's command and set out on my path as a solitary bounty hunter.
We'll learn more about that later.
What are you doing here?
The first words out of his mouth were typical coming from Adam. To answer his question, I recounted the details of what had brought me to this place, and then I asked what circumstances led the Federation here.
That information is not for an outsider.
The word he so obviously chose, outsider, pierced my heart.
Commander, we're all prepped. No dice.
I think our only option is to use the laser to slowly burn our way through. This is gonna take a while.
The electrical system here is out, and we can't get the barrier wall to open. We tried using explosives, but it's tricky to pull off without collateral damage. What we need is some way to focus the power onto one centralized location.
Gee, I wonder what we have to do. Boom!
Let's go.
All right. I'm gonna go on ahead.
Adam hadn't authorized it, but I decided to remain on site for the sake of the others.